We're back with another Vietnam captain, and we are continuing our mission of Fruits of Labor. This is part 2 of that, where we're following the Drake crew, Sans, Captain Knightley, and Commander Arhat. So we'll continue with that with the Subdirector Radx Bina. But before we do that, we're going to rewind time, and we're going to open up with something that Lieutenant Clark will read aloud at the table.
Engineering log, Lieutenant Isaac Clark, August 15th, 2174. Starboard plasma injectors keep drifting out of alignment. Only a hair, but enough to rattle the warp field. I shut down the flow, crawled into the conduit, and realigned the constrictor by hand. Covered in plasma sit now, but the field harmonics are steady. Ran maintenance on the EPS tapes under deck 3, replaced the correct junction coil. Smelled like burnt copper in there. Engines are holding, but they need constant babysitting. Feels like I'm wrestling with a beast that doesn't want to be tamed. And love.
So in your journey to the planet of Benicia, that was supposed to be happening while we were traveling there. So I'm just backtracking for that.
So Isaac's working.
Isaac is working. And we're going to set the scene with Lieutenant Commander Sova in the ship's gym, and we're going to have Mike play Crewman DeRosa, and Crewman DeRosa is walking in to talk to Sova about something on his mind.
Lieutenant, may I have a word with you?
Yes, Ensign. What can I do for you?
I have a personal matter to talk to you about. Are you okay talking here?
You must.
It's about...
Analyst Sakaguchi.
Do you have any type of relationship with her?
She is a fine crew member.
I'm just wondering if there's anything beyond that.
Not to my knowledge. Are you inferring something?
During my rounds, we've been talking, and I just want to make sure that if we start dating, there's no hard feelings.
Well, as you know, Vulcans do not have such feelings, but the only thing I will say is make sure you follow protocol with such matters.
I will. I just wanted to make sure that there would be no hard feelings between us.
As Vulcans do not have such feelings, but if it makes you feel better, you are more than welcome to pursue whatever romantic relationships you would like.
I thank you.
And see. So in a couple days from that interaction, you, acting Captain Jahan, receive at your desk documentation stating that Crewman DeRosa and Analyst Yuriko are in a relationship.
Always knew those crazy kids would get together.
So that was supposed to be happening while the Drake was flying to Benicia. So I failed to have both of those things played out when you guys were traveling. And now they have been officially played out. And now everything that happened in the previous episode has come now to real time. And now John will read his star log, which perhaps will get everybody up to speed. But obviously, if there's any questions, we'll address them.
Acting Captain Starlog, August 25th, 2174. Our current mission is, well, technically not a mission. I assume that according to Starfleet Command, we're on extended systems calibration leave. According to reality, we're harboring a Trill subdirector, smuggling a few hundred blueberry bushes, and hiding from a fleet of bureaucrats with clipboards. Subdirector Radx Bina of the Trill Science Ministry requested help with an agricultural experiment the Federation hasn't exactly approved of. Apparently, the words unauthorized biological matter transport make Starfleet nervous. Personally, I think it's the word blueberry. They can't handle. It's just too rebellious. Dr. House, if you can imagine, is in the dark about most of this. I told him we were delivering agricultural medicine, which seemed close enough to the truth to satisfy him. He said that the whole thing was an allergic reaction waiting to happen. It's unclear whether he's referring to the Trill, the fruit, or me. And we can't contact Starfleet for support, especially since we're actively ignoring Admiral Foxwell. And for the record, I didn't technically disobey your orders. I just reinterpreted them with the creative flair of a man trying to avoid court-martial. I think she's been after me ever since the incident with those Wolfmen, their flu virus. Anyway, the good news is, The blueberry bushes are thriving. The bad news is, so is Radix's skin tone. She's begun turning a delightful shade of Federation non-compliance blue and insists she feels better than ever. Sova has locked her in quarantine. Tiana has tranquilized her. Dr. House has officially declared that it's none of his fruitin' business. I agree. But I have to make sure the Federation doesn't triangulate our warp signature and send a politely worded death squad. For now, the plan is simple. Help the Trill, save the blueberries, don't get caught doing it. I've instructed the crew to keep a low profile. Fortunately, a low profile means very little to people who wear color-coded uniforms, fly around in a glowing warp-capable billboard. End log. Delete the last 10 seconds. Actually, delete the entire log.
Okay. So that's where we are. So we left you with you guys pretty much boarding the shuttle. And as you've heard in the captain's log, that Dr. House and Captain Jahan are caught up to date with what's happening. And you're not obviously to the Drake yet. And Mike, as I think Ensign Frank, was in an EVA suit on the planet
Because
with
myself, the nurse, and
Frank and
yeah.
Subdirector. We're about to board the shuttle and go to the Drake. So that's where we had left you. I turned the table over to you guys, and you tell me what you want to do from there.
All right, so we're gonna take her back to the ship, so that way House can examine her. And I ordered Golu, thank you. I ordered Golu because she still has the berries before the transport on her.
Yes.
So I want her to compare the two.
Okay.
To see, did anything happen? It's like examine the blueberries, see if there's anything with them, and also compare the two to see if there's a difference between pre-transport and post-transport.
Okay.
Well, we're taking her back. We're taking Subdirector back to the ship.
Okay.
Because there's a facility on the planet that she can use, right?
As in like a scanning?
Yeah.
There's limited, it's used mostly for like me.
Would it be better for her to come back to the ship?
Probably.
Okay, so we'll toss her a quarantine suit and we'll have her get on. And we'll all go back.
Okay. How did you inform Golu?
Because I remember at the last, I yelled at her. I said, something's wrong with the blueberries. At the very end of the episode, I said, something's wrong with the blueberries. Find out what's going on. Is there something wrong with with them after the transporter? Is there something wrong with just in general? Something with the planet?
So how far away is she?
I mean, she was right there in the blueberry patch, wasn't she?
Can you tell me?
The Subdirector was in one part of the patch. She was in the other, making sure that the blueberries had been,
Yep. So let's have your roll science presence difficulty 2.
For myself or
For Sova.
For Sova. Okay. A 13. So I'm going to use a momentum just to guarantee it. So I rolled a 5. I want to see, is there any...
A little bit of pain's fun.
Do you have emergency protocols?
No.
Do you have do you have composure?
Nope.
Do you have a means of a speech?
I don't have any speech.
Okay.
It's all scientific stuff.
Okay. So how many successes?
I have 3, yeah, but I wanted, because I rolled a 10 and a 5. So
10 and a 5? Okay.
yeah. So that's why I was checking with the 5. That would be
If you don't have any speech focuses.
No.
So that's 1 momentum back.
yeah.
So you see Golu, she kind of hesitates for a moment and then goes to the other shuttle that Frank had gone down in, and goes into Don a EVA suit.
Okay.
So the thing I didn't notate last game is that the majority of you came down in Ambassador Zaren's shuttle.
Yeah.
Since you don't have 2 shuttle pods.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's it for me because I'm focusing on getting everybody back to the ship and figuring out what's going on.
Okay, so you guys pile into Ambassador Zaren's shuttle. Is there anything that either the captain or you, House, want to do before they come to the ship?
Just get the med bay ready.
Okay.
I don't think I was actively doing anything.
Oh, you were kind of playing a paranoid version of yourself, which is kind of what the log was supposed to be pointing into that.
Oh, he was paranoid, all right.
I checked those blueberries out, found nothing wrong, so I don't see what the problem
So Zarin pretty much has no idea what's going on. He's at like
I don't
this
worry.
trill spa house, like off away from the
Oh, there we abandoned him, right?
yeah. So nobody has told him what's going on. So you're having a lovely time.
Oh, okay.
Get this.
I forgot I wasn't with everybody.
Yeah. You're in
God, I was-
you're getting like massages and baths. And you're having like a full spa treatment.
Nice blueberry face mask.
So Darren's shuttle comes out of the atmosphere and the shuttle bay doors open and Darren's craft docks inside the shuttle bay.
All right. So because correct me if I'm wrong, the shuttle bay is connected to quarantine.
It is I
Right.
looked that up for you.
Because I remember from the show, they would go up the ladder and then go into quarantine, right?
And they might go into the decon area, but I will let you know in a moment. Okay. Launch bays are on 5 and the decon chamber is on 5. So I would say so. I don't need to pull up a map to make sure that that's 100% accurate.
But I'm thinking sticking her, if we can put her in quarantine, stick her in quarantine, and then we'll go into decon.
So,
So that way, because she's the only one that's really showing symptoms right now, right?
well, Frank and Anna have had feeling like Frank has had a feeling of like queasiness. Taana had like she had to like mentally resist something,
Okay.
and Sova has had to heavily mentally resist, but he's been successful.
Okay. So therefore, we cannot leave. So that's a good question because here's the thing: we cannot leave quarantine because there's no guarantee that we are not infected and going to spread it. Yeah. So why don't we go in decon? So then that way we're separate from her. So therefore, we're not continuing to be exposed. Okay. So we'll stick her in quarantine. We'll all go to decon. So that way the doctor can check us.
So quarantine and decon are one and the same.
So it's the same room?
Yeah.
But it's close to shuttle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
connected to the shuttle bay. There's just not a separate room for quarantine.
So how do
Decon is the shuttle. Is quarantine.
how do we do this then? Because if we're in the room with her, we can't take the suits off, otherwise we'll be continuing to be exposed. I guess we'll all go into decon then and just rely on the doctor to tell us.
There's a separate part of quarantine where you can go in the room, but then to go into the actual chamber is separate, if I remember.
There's a brief, small interconnecting door, but that's about it.
But could we leave her in the?
It's kind of like an airlock. There's like the one that's in the hallway door, then there's a very small, kind of like your staircase, a very small gap, and then the door to actual.
Because you can leave things like in the slot for the actual like
Right.
quarantine.
But that's from the corridor.
Okay.
There's a window in the corridor. It's like here. There's a window and a quarantine. If from the corridor, you can interact.
There's like a wind. Yeah. Right. Okay.
We're going to make her use the jelly.
Yeah, she's got to use.
Much jelly.
Disgusting.
Fortunately, we only have blueberry scented jelly left.
He did recently just pick up a whole bunch of jelly too.
Yeah, I did.
We're gonna decontaminate her. Right. So I guess I will look at Tahana and say we should begin decontaminating her so that way she can be removed and we don't have to worry about being exposed. Then we can be looked at. So I would like the two of us to begin jellying and everything for her.
No pun intended.
Okay, so who wants to take point on it?
I would rely on the nurse because
So roll for jelly.
Done.
Yeah.
I was just watching.
actually, because I'm the highest ranking officer in the room, right?
Yep.
So I would like to use the command ability to order her to do it and I will assist.
Okay, so Adrian, you're gonna roll medical fitness.
And what am I rolling?
You will roll medical present.
Oh, the jelly's so
Okay, I got.
Your difficulty 1. So.
I got one.
I got 1.
Oh.
So one back.
Okay, yeah. Did you take off your deviation?
We're not chancing contamination until she is completely decontaminated and then shift wherever outside the room.
Okay, so you to Anna, you're gonna roll either daring science or control command, difficulty 3.
Oh no. We have 5 momentum.
Can I
Please
take-
use one.
Can I take a blood sample of all 3 of them?
Once.
Where am I? I'm in the hallway.
Yeah, you're looking in the class.
You're watching Kelly.
You've supplied jelly and you're looking at the window.
You want to use 2?
And get 4 dice.
Yes, right? Yes.
Yeah, because I only have 11 in both.
All right, there you go. We're down to 2 momentum. We're down to 2.
Gotcha.
Ooh, those look good.
So I got a 4, 5, 13, and a 15, and I needed an 11, so I got 2 successes.
Do you
Wait.
give a focus on
Yeah,
anything?
but
Did she use her Vulcan trait? This is for you to keep. You're keeping composure. The disease is taking over your brain. So, but what's the Vulcan trait? Isn't there a Vulcan trait where they're more resistant?
Yeah, I have mental discipline. You don't care
I
about that?
think that I would have to. I will look that up. I will see what the Vulcan trait.
what?
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. 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 I'm never giving up.
So your stress, your maximum stress is based on your control, and so you can suffer 2 stress to avoid.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that would put me at 8.
Okay.
So just keep track of. You're at 8. You're gonna have to meditate after we gel stuff.
So as you basically, as you're doing that, putting the jelly on her, you have like another wave of this like feeling of something.
Okay.
You feel like you're kind of like you're slipping away, like your personality is like slipping away from you. So you again call upon your like Vulcan sensibilities and like suppress that, but you know, it's not comfortable. It's not an easy thing. Okay, now you want to take blood samples from the 3 of them, House?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to pass that hypo spray into the quarantine unless you go in there with them.
No.
Yeah.
I make the nurse do it.
Okay. So you see Silva and Tada in front. You see the hypo spray coming through the tray, and House tells you that he would like blood samples from the 3 or 4 of them. Which one? How many? You want the officers or all, or also Radx?
I want the main sick person.
Okay.
So I'll take the blood sample,
Okay.
and as I'm doing that, I will. Because we're talking to each other, right?
Yeah.
I'll let House know that like what she explained to me about Cynthia.
So you House getting
I
that
already know about it.
right. So you
I
House.
already operated on her.
You basically put together that what she's explaining to you is what you dealt with there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. So you want momentum?
Yeah.
That's medicine control difficulty 0.
Difficulty.
That's the roll of 20.
2.
I rolled a 4 and a 15.
So what is that?
1 success.
No. Because the 4 double for because you have medical focus.
2 successes.
There you go. So she collects that blood sample, returns it back to the tray, and then you just keep doing it.
I would just ask the doctor, shall I sample the others, Captain? Or Doctor?
No, please refer to me as Captain. Yeah. So I was just gonna use like their samples to compare, but I guess I don't. I'll just compare her sample against like Eric's DNA that I have to see if there's anything extra in it.
Okay.
And then when I find that, then I'll see if they clear.
Okay. So you would return to the med bay.
Yeah.
Okay. So while he walks to the med bay, is there anything that the 3 of you would like to do in that room?
I would probably take a sample of my blood. Because I would find it medically interesting to see what this like disease does to Vulcan.
Is there anything in like besides like the gels and the lights? Is there actually anything in the decon that we can use?
Not unless like House supplies it.
Yeah, there's like no medical equipment at all, right?
Not overly. I mean, there's a couple things, but not a ton of things.
I guess I'll try scanning all of us just to see If I can come up with something.
Okay, so let's give Adri another medicine control, difficulty 0.
Got a 1 and a 19, so.
2.
Successful. And then you, Sova, can be science control, difficulty. I'm gonna say it'll be a 1 because everybody suits.
So that's a 15. Can I use the focus bioscan?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I got 2 successes.
Okay.
We are max, so I would like to use the extra momentum to make the scan more directed and,
Make the scan more scanny.
yes.
So to make it more scanny, you would have to burn an extra momentum to bringing you to 5.
Okay. I will do that.
So who are you scanning? Just the 3 of you or all three?
I wanted to see if there's anything different with our physiology. So I would definitely scan myself because I am very familiar with my own physiology.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I would scan Ta'ana. I would scan Ta'ana because she would be very similar, being another Vulcan.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, that would be a very good. If there's anything weird, the Trill I could try to scan, but it's like I don't know her physiology. So
you're not scanning 4 people, you're scanning 1 individual person.
that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be better for me to scan myself and see if there's any
You just tell me who you're scanning, unless you want to pay 2 momentum or roll science insight difficulty 1.
I'm gonna scan the 2 Vulcans. I'm gonna do like a super deep scan the 2 Vulcans to see.
Okay, what you rolled, and you already got successes, right?
Yeah,
How
I
many
got.
successes. Did you get?
So I got 2 successes. I rolled 6 and a 15. I wasn't able to bank the extra momentum, so you told me to pay a 1 to get to pay you 2.
Okay, so I won't have you roll again for Ta'ana. We'll use the momentum that you spent for the
Okay.
extra sciencey thing for you to roll like a more in-depth scan of specifically yourself and Ta'ana.
Yes.
So when you scan both of yourselves, you see on the hand scanner
Mhm.
that both yourself and Ta'ana have basically the symptoms of like an allergic reaction.
Okay.
You're having some sort of reaction in your body.
Mhm.
It's nothing crazy. I mean, you're not getting like there's a bug or a parasite or like a worm inside you or something like
Yep.
that. You're not getting anything like that.
Or anaphylaxis.
You're right. Or that you're slowly dying or something.
Yes.
But you're all of your standard medical stats show that like like the levels inside of your body are displaying for a Vulcan, for both the 2 Vulcans, are elevated.
Okay.
Like you're having an issue.
So I'll inform Tahana. I say it appears that we're having an allergic reaction. When you scanned the subdirector, did you see something similar?
Yes, I
So
did.
can I see your tricorder?
Yes.
I'll take both tricorders and I'll send both of the scans to the doctor to show him
You know,
the subdirector was having an allergic reaction, and then it turned into this terribleness. And we're beginning to show
Okay.
the same thing.
So you put the hand scanners, her hand scanner and your hand scanner in the tray thing, and you slide it into the other side.
Well, that's right, because we can't send him stuff, can we?
And I'm already gone.
And
No,
he's-
no, I'm saying we can't send him digital files, can we?
you have no computer access.
Can I hit the call button?
You can basically you can like ring for somebody to come to the decon.
Okay, so I'll ring the button.
So when you walk into the medbay house, you see that there's the indicator for somebody calling you to the decon chamber that has lit up.
Yeah, so I just like push it to get rid of the light. I go over to my desk,
Okay, so you have her blood. What would you like to do?
put it through some tests. Yeah, whatever I can do for the computer to give me the best like I've already under the assumption that it's an allergic thing, but I'd like to see if I can pinpoint if it's a neurological.
Okay, so roll medical or medicine reason difficulty 2.
Not.
Did you roll within a range?
No, let's see.
And you don't have a value you can use, do you?
See if I can justify everybody's lives for that. The blueberries were extensively scanned by our crew. They were deemed safe. They went to the planet and she got sick immediately from the blueberries, which she deemed were safe. That also she was using them for medical reasons. And I think that's a big fat lie. And I think they're trying to
Oh, that's fine. It's fine for House to think that this is like a deceptive, and now you can re-roll your dice.
both of them.
Yes,
There you go.
you can re-roll as many as you'd like.
How much momentum do we have? I really don't want to fail.
We're at 5.
Okay. I'm gonna use one.
Is that okay?
I don't wanna, I'd be pretty embarrassed if I failed this again.
Yeah, as you should be.
Okay, so I got 3 on that. 3 successes. Nice. Roll the delta and 16.
So we needed 2, right?
Yep.
So put the 1 back in.
So by looking at it, you can understand that this is her blood has like very high levels of like histamines, and what's in here shows that she is also having an allergic reaction. So probably the best thing to do is to make some sort of compound, like perhaps like something that's going to break down those things and not allow this to spread. You can also tell the blood itself and what you're seeing inside the blood is both physically contagious and also air, like in the air, like an aerosol.
Thomas is intrigued.
Okay.
Okay, what can I do to pinpoint what exactly this is from? Anything? Do I have any samples from the planet? The blueberries were on board for,
You have extensive scans of the blueberries.
well, they were on board for like a couple weeks before we got there.
Yeah.
So I don't suspect it be the blueberries.
Yeah.
It's something planet side.
Golu, did she inform anybody that she has the blueberries? Because I know when we were going down to the planet, she didn't tell anybody.
She's docked and is in the shuttle bay, but she hasn't come out because nobody's been clear.
But did she let anybody know that she has them?
No.
No. So is she in the shuttle bay working?
She's just waiting to get cleared. She can't go into the decon chamber because you're all in there, and she's just waiting to be cleared.
I'm just thinking, like, wouldn't she do something with them while she's sitting in the shuttle bay?
As if she has something to do it with.
Because I ordered her to compare them.
Yeah, she has no way to do that on the shuttle.
Oh, she can't even use like a hand scanner?
And she can hand scanner them, but that's
not gonna.
It's not like in an actual lab.
Okay.
Do you want her to just do that? If you want that to be the order, then I can have her scan both of those things.
Well, I'm just because I ordered her to do that, and I'm just thinking, like, her just sitting there, it's like, wouldn't she?
You can roll 2 separate science control scans for her.
She's Tellarite, so at the very least, she would have spoken up and been like, "Hey, listen, I want to do this."
Sure, that's fine.
Can I tell from her blood sample if she has a parasite?
No.
I'm talking about the same thing Eric had. And
You just took a blood sample. You weren't comparing it to.
don't they
Yes.
share the same blood? Wouldn't there be markers to indicate that there's?
For all you know, is when you look at it, it's just trail blood.
Well, I wonder if the parasite's allergic to blueberries and she's not allergic. But you only have 1 blueberry, so that'd be pretty drastic. So first things first, I need to send security down there to gather the sample that Sova left for me,
Okay.
and security to tell them that they need to be in quarantine with Julia.
Golu needs to go in with them.
Yeah, and
Okay.
everybody that was with her,
She wasn't with Radx. Golu wasn't
No.
with them.
anybody that was with her in the shuttle came up.
Is also is in
They need
the
to stay in
decon.
there.
Okay. So Taana, Sova, and Frank will stay in quarantine the decon
Yeah.
chamber with Radix.
Yeah.
Golu is in the shuttle bay waiting for
Instruction.
orders.
What was she rolling? Them?
Science control, 2 separate rolls. Difficulty 1.
So 2 13s. She succeeded with first one. She did not succeed for the second one.
So you only met first and didn't the other.
She got 1 success, then 0 successes.
So when she scans them,
She has nothing. She can get a good
there's
scan.
nothing conclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll just wait until she's ordered into the science lab or wherever she's going.
So security is going down to the shuttle bay to get Golu.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so they come in. They're obviously in quarantine procedures.
The security comes in. It's about time. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. I have important business to do.
Well, Golu, you know how Dr. House is. He takes his time.
Takes his time drinking.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny Any accusations, Golu?
Get out of my way. I got important business to go.
Commander Arhat does not like us to spout gossip about on the ship.
But yet you still do it.
So they take you to the science lab. What do you want to do with everything where you were left? Looking at the blood and everything. Where do you want to go from there?
I would like to see if from the blood, if I can like pinpoint some sort of specific medicine that would negate the allergies.
That will be a small extended task. And that's going to be medicine control difficulty 2. And that is a work track of 9.
Nice. 11 and a 4 and a 15, so it's 3 successes.
Do you have a focus you can use?
I think he is,
So
right?
yeah, the four is a focus.
Okay.
What is your medicine number?
My medicine number is a 4.
Okay. Now we'll go back to Golu. You want to now compare the 2 blueberries?
Yes. And I want to use the advanced science lab.
Yep.
Because when she does a task with the computer's help, she gets 2 free questions.
I think so. I don't quite remember.
So that was a track of 9.
Yes.
3 the hours.
You knocked off 1.
Oh, it's a resistance of 3. Advanced research facility. There it is.
Yeah.
This vessel is equipped with additional laboratories and long-term research facilities. Whenever a character aboard the ship succeeds at a task to perform research, and they are assisted by the ship's computers plus science, they may ask 2 additional questions as if they had spent momentum to obtain information. 3 questions altogether.
Yeah. Okay. So you are doing science control, and then you'll be assisted by computer science.
I'm going to use a momentum to buy an extra dice. He's rolling 13. 2 wants to roll for the ship. Oh, are you serious? I rolled a 20.
I will if nobody else does.
Eric's rolling it. Looks like Mike, he's gone.
Okay.
2.
Okay, I won't say what I got.
Very good.
So what, does the ship have anything? Is it just 1 success?
So the ship gives a success. Do you have a success on your end?
I have a 1.
1 success or
So
a
that's
one?
a 1. I rolled a 1, an 18, and a 20.
Okay, so you succeed,
With,
right?
Yeah, with 3 successes.
With an extra
momentum. But I also roll a 20.
So the complication will be you can only ask 1 question.
Awesome. Nicely played.
Yes. So
literally,
I'm going to tell you what you get from the scan, and then you can ask 1 question. So looking at the ones that she picked prior to them transported to the surface on Benicia, they're as plain as day Terran blueberries. There's literally nothing special about them.
both of them?
The ones that she scanned prior to being transported to Benicia.
Okay. They're normal.
They are blueberries.
Okay.
There's
Gotcha.
nothing interesting about them.
Okay.
The secondary ones that have been transported to Benicia that she took from there, those are like 99.95% blueberries.
Ooh.
There is something with them, and they have like dust-like motes on them.
That's like
Motes, like little pieces of dust all around them. That seem to be somehow they're causing some sort of like subspace field. They're giving off like they're creating a field that's altering like subspace around them.
Okay. So obviously we have to find out more about the subspace.
I was thinking more about the moats.
Here's a question. How about we ask a question about the blueberries and then we physically scan the extra piece on the blueberry, and as long as we don't roll a 20, we can actually ask questions about it.
Okay. The one question is, so there's not so besides the motes, the blueberries are exactly the same as the.
Yes.
Okay, so that's literally the only. There's nothing with the DNA, nothing with it's.
And that's your question.
Yes, because now I would like to scan these motes to get more information about them.
Okay, yes. So to answer your question,
Yeah.
Other than these dust-like motes that are causing a subspace field around the ones that were pulled from the planet, the sample pulled from the planet, they are showing that they are also blueberries.
But everything
They're just as boring and disinteresting as the other blueberries.
So I would like to scan these motes to get more information on the motes.
Okay. House medicine control difficulty 2.
Oh, we have 4 momentum?
Or 4 momentum.
Try 1.
Okay.
8, 12, and a 9 is 2 successes.
Okay, so go Lou.
Yes.
What does that do to my track?
I have one more on your track.
I added one.
You
No,
have one more marked.
you minus 1. So you're at 7.
So I'm just rolling to see if I succeed at taking 1.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, science control.
Yep.
Difficulty 3.
3. No, I'm definitely buying a momentum. I would
Actually, wait.
Well,
Oof. Now that you're doing something very specific, it's science reason difficulty 3.
okay. So I'm buying extra dice. So can I use? She has a focus in ecology, identification, and medicinal
Identification.
identification. Okay. So I'm hoping for 4s, so that way I get doubles. This is not good. No, I only got 2. Got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yes.
You don't get to roll anymore.
That was it. So she scans these motes, and the subspace field is just it's messing with the scanner too much, and she can't get any type of like solid scan of what's actually happening.
Okay.
All right, House, you can roll medicine control difficulty 2.
Well, he's doing it. What time is it on the ship?
What time is it on the shift?
Is it first shift, second shift, or third shift?
It's probably end of second, close to the start of third.
Third. Okay. Thank you.
I'll buy them nothing.
Okay, we're down to 1.
We're down to 1.
We had 2. We're now down to 1.
No, okay, I'll save it.
You don't want to use?
No, I'll save it for when we get into real trouble. These blueberries are sentient.
I'll make a phone call, just get momentum.
Yeah. That's a 2.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Awesome. One more on the track.
17. Not good, but 3 is really good.
So
Okay.
It's really
Okay.
2.
2 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
am I allowed to have Golu call for help?
Sure.
Can she call Chew down?
She can.
Okay. I would like her to call Chew down.
Okay. So Chu responds and comes to the science lab. So while Chu is walking to the science lab, the security team comes in with their hand scanners.
There you go.
They phase you.
So that's what security does. They bring in their hand scanners because that's what Sova and Ta'ana gave. Okay, let's have Chu come into the room. What would you like to do?
Chew comes into the room. Golu looks at her and goes, "These darn machines aren't working. I need some assistance over here. If you have some time to spare, of course. I don't want to get too far involved in your."
He says, "Okay, Golu. Well," she goes, "I'm sure Sova's probably not going to like you messing with the presets as much as you are right now, but
I'll touch whatever I want.
and I'm sure I'll have to write that in the report."
Make sure you do. It's GOLU.
Okay, what would you like the two of you to do?
So I would like Chew to take the lead in scanning and have Golu assist.
Okay, so that's science, reason, difficulty 3.
Thanks, reason. So I'm on 14. Chew has a focus in warp theory and sensor operations. Do either of those count for a focus?
No.
Okay. All right. So who wants to roll for Golu? Because she's assisting.
Science, it would be science presence.
That's presence.
Yep. You want to roll, Mike?
Since
Let's have Mike roll. Yeah.
Michael's rolling an 11, Michael. So I'm gonna buy an extra dice. Why do I keep rolling 20s?
I'm gonna wait to say what I got.
Where'd you get?
A 1.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1 and a 6 and a 20.
1.
A 6
So 3 successes.
and a 20. And he got 2 successes.
So 5 successes.
Can I use 2 of those successes to cancel the 20?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to, so then it's just 3.
So you're trying to see what the modes were.
Yes.
Okay.
And we get 3 questions.
Okay. So the dust-like motes on the blueberries
Mhm.
are coming up as a quantum biogenic feedback field, and they are specifically what you would label them as subspace coupled motes.
So my first question is there evidence that it came from the transporters?
Yes.
Okay. My second
Get out of here.
question, can I, because I now have all this information, can I theorize of what it would do to a humanoid body if it were to be ingested?
Yes.
Okay, can I have the answer?
So basically, what these motes can do is they kind of like phase in and out.
Okay.
They're kind of like aerosol pieces. So what happened, the human body ingests, and then it somehow, you don't know how it works on the trill side of it, but somehow these dust-like motes, she's like expelling them, and they are able to phase.
Phase through stuff?
Yes.
Wonderful. Very wonderful. Okay, so my third and final question, like I said, is there any way I can identify of how to get rid of it?
You probably either work in tandem with something medical and engineering or science and engineering. You would have to
Engineering has to be involved to get rid of these things.
Yeah.
Okay. I would
basically, like as a science officer, you feel that like you would need to talk to somebody with an engineering thing to like really understand, since they're not behaving in a way that's like normal.
Two will now send copies of all of this stuff that we had to the doctor and to the acting captain.
Okay, sounds good. Let's have house roll, medicine control difficulty 2.
Wow, this got real dark.
Yeah, correct. So 3 and what is this? An 8, so 3 successes.
So 1 momentum back and 1 more on the track.
Nice.
Okay, is there anything that
I have 4 left.
you certainly do have 4 left? Is there anything that the acting captain, now getting the information, would like to do, or Golu and Chu in the science lab would like to do?
Well, I'll check with the captain first. Because you're sitting at your desk and you go ding, and you get all this. You get like an info dump of like, she's dying. This is what's happening.
They basically catch you up.
Yes.
Well, suppose I can take off my captain's hat and put on my engineering hat, and I'll be over momentarily.
So while he walks down to the science lab, we'll have house roll medicine control difficulty 2.
You have 2 momentum now.
Yeah. And your resistance has gone down by 1.
Ooh, great.
Health and a 6. So that's 2 successes.
Very nice. So now he gets rid of 2, right?
You did get rid of 2 on the track.
Nice.
So you have 2 left, and now Captain Johannes walks into the science lab.
And Golu looks at him and goes, look who finally joined the party.
Just because I have a different hat on doesn't mean I'm not still your captain. You should address me as such.
Nice.
As you wish, Captain.
Right. Beat him.
It clearly has a train conductor. It's the only hat I could find on short notice.
Just to put the whole picture, what was the hat you were wearing in the captain's seat?
A visual of that. However, it did take an extra few minutes for me to get to the science lab, so that's a mystery. I'm not sure if I had to go somewhere to grab a hat at first.
So Chu will roll her eyes and just be like, Commander, can you just help us with this? We have a subspace couple modes. This is what's causing the allergic reaction, and we need to figure out how to get rid of them out of the bodies.
Well, this is how they spread. It's not what's causing the allergic reaction.
Oh,
So I just know that that's not what you would
Okay.
have said.
This is what causes them to spread. Because they go through everything. So
Okay, well, give me a moment to think about this.
Excellent.
All right. Well, we'll combine our studies. You take the bodies, I'll take the motes.
okay.
You are going to roll, John, engineering reason, difficulty 2. And
We
then
have 2 momentum.
And then how would you like to assist him?
Can both of them assist?
Yes, one would be science insight and the other one would be science presence. If you make Golu presence, I'm going to increase the range 18 to 20.
No. Golu is definitely, she has, her presence is terrible. So she's going to be insight. Chu will be presence.
Okay.
Does somebody want to roll for one? You want to roll for it? So I will have Eric roll for Golu. You are going to be rolling a 14 with 1 dice. Did you roll 20?
I saw them here.
Yep. I got a success with Chu.
We got 2 successes, and I also rolled 3.
So do you have a focus that works?
I have emergency response.
Could that be?
That's
Yeah.
Yes. Allowed.
Behavioral perception.
No, emergency response.
So what's that give you for successes?
So 1, 2, and 3.
So 3, 4 with Chu.
Yep.
So 4 successes.
And a
Give
complication.
you 2 momentum.
We're back.
Should we use the 2 momentum to get rid of the complication? Does Eric roll the complication?
With who? So
Does that
who are you rolling for?
Golu.
Insight, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Then.
Okay.
Oh, we was just stopping the.
And I say thank you for the insight, Golu.
Anytime.
Y'all.
Anytime, y'all.
Y'all,
Yeah.
get the heck out of my room, y'all.
So what you put together is that you're gonna have to like literally go into like the ventilation systems and
Now he's gonna call fire.
Yes.
so you basically have to go to like environmental controls and also anybody who's been physically contacted with these things. You need to like basically like incinerate their uniforms. Anything that they've had contact.
How do we get it out of the bodies?
That you don't know. That's a medicine. That would be a medicine.
That was a medicine thing, which is what he's working on.
I'm working on the body.
All right. So Chu will contact engineering, which I'm guessing Clark will pick up.
You're going to contact engineering.
Yes. Oh, that's right, because the acting captain would probably take
Up to you. Do what you want.
As the acting captain, I will contact engineering.
Sorry, I was so used to him not being in the scene that I was just like, "This is what we're doing."
Captain's now in the room.
Yes.
So
It does fit your character, not the character.
That's true. Golu's like, "Who are you?"
Just get a real engineer out here.
After messing up.
Yes.
So acting captain, you contact engineering.
Yes.
Okay. So you get a call from the science lab from Captain John, and he informs you.
I seem to have misplaced my captain's hat. So while I'm looking for that, I'm going to need you to run some programs.
So, are you contacting me as my active captain or my
Superior engineering? Yeah, that's right.
We need a Clark X
Just in the meantime, while I'm searching for my other hat.
Yeah, great. Well, yeah. What floor? Where are you?
Yeah, we're going to need that on all floors. Unfortunately, I would suggest you get with the science team to get the specifics on that. I'm available for assisting if need be.
You will roll engineering presence, and you'll tell me, Caleb, you'll roll engineering insight, and that's just what you're going to roll. We'll wait for you.
Okay,
I'm not rolling.
Not yet. Clark is rolling engineering insight.
and a delta.
And a delta. So,
Did we need momentum?
no, he's going to roll engineering presence.
I rolled 11 to 7.
Okay. So, to you, everything that he's understood from the science lab. And what you put together from that is that the most smartest thing to logically do is to start with the transporters that sent the blueberries to the ship.
We didn't see it then.
No, because it wasn't until they were transported. When we transport,
Before the trail.
we didn't scan them after.
And the hand scanners just didn't show it.
Imagine if I was like, oh man, we got to scan these blue and immediately found something terrible with them. Y'all would have thanked me.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back to house rolling medicine control difficulty 1.
My God, I've done it. I rolled a 4 and a 5, so that's 3.
Okay.
So it's 2 momentum back.
Yep.
Okay.
So what you have created, you feel confident
The drink.
that you have found a way to stop Radx from spreading them, but you have not negated the problem in her body.
I wanted.
What did you want?
I wanted like an allergy medication that like stopped it.
Technically, you have from spreading to other people.
But now I have to figure out how to get like rid of it.
Correct. You have just like the ship is having a problem, you have to now find a way to purge it from her system.
So basically, I created a vaccine to stop the spread.
Sort of.
I mean, that's kind of what you would call it. I don't know what. I understand what you're saying.
You're not flushing her system up.
She's
Basically.
no longer spreading.
Actively
forward.
contagious. Correct. Okay. Now, what would you like to do?
Well,
Did you get the message that we sent you about?
Yep.
yeah.
He knows that the hand scanners are in there.
No, the Chu and Golu stuff.
Yeah, he could be updated with that. That's fine.
Because I wasn't sure if that would be helpful to finding a cure.
He would know that there's a subspace component to it now, and that whatever else he.
Yeah. So how would I go about like eradicating this thing if it's not like it's almost kind of like not like a physical virus. It's like a.
Does the subspace attracted by something? Because if you could use like a magnet basically and
What if I cured the transporter and I transported everybody through it?
You could try doing that. Yeah.
I'm just thinking crazy Star Trek stuff.
Oh no, I totally understand what you mean, but you definitely would want Clark or Jahan to look over stuff before you.
All right, so I would call for security.
Okay,
I want security to take that vaccine to her
okay,
to at least stop the spread.
Yep.
In the meantime, can I run their blood samples through the machine?
Because how long would the vaccine take to stop her from spreading?
you want him to know?
Like once administered?
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking is once we give it to her, then we don't have to worry about. So that way we can start doing stuff.
But you're still all contagious. She's not spreading.
Medicine, insight, difficulty 1.
3 successes.
Okay.
Oh wow, we are full now.
2 momentum. So Caleb physically said that basically giving this to her stops her from spreading it to anyone else that has not come in contact with her.
Yes, because we're already contagious. So do we have to
In an airborne sense.
Yes.
Her physical body still has all of this stuff.
Mhm.
So physically interacting with her he's not 100% sure, but may still cause a spread of the condition. That's all he knows.
I need to work on getting it out of her system.
Yes. And off of her body.
Make her not blue anymore for the starts.
Right.
I don't like blue people.
Now somebody said look at the blood. You say look at their blood.
Yeah, their samples came up from security to medbay.
So they gave you hand scanners.
Yeah, we didn't give you
okay.
blood. We gave you hand scanners showing our physiology has changed. Because this is a real question. Can we take blood samples without being? Because we can't like stab ourselves through the suit, right?
She was able to.
But I didn't know if that's like, like how do you do that going through the suit?
You have to puncture the suit.
She punctured her own suit to do that, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
That seemed like a very bad idea, but okay. Once the subdirector is vaccinated, then we can start safely doing blood tests and stuff.
Okay. So the security guards will take that thing that you found,
Mm-hmm.
discovered to them,
Yeah.
and we'll.
And I would inform them just still be cautious, like don't get blood or saliva or anything on you,
Yes.
in your eyes or anything.
Well, they're going to put it in the tray and send it through. They're not going to enter decon unless you want them to.
No, I'm just letting him know.
Is it
It's
just
not
do we
like
all get vaccinated?
here,
Or is it
just her?
just the subdirector?
So while they're walking there, what was Clark going to go do? What I said or no?
Yeah, after being filled in on like what the issue was and why it, I would assume that John and I together would know, like, we've got to set up the transporter.
Absolutely. So you get to the transporter where the blueberry bushes were sent down, and you can do a engineering insight from the chassis.
What are we doing at the transporter? Are we just like scanning it?
Sure, you're trying to like analyze the transporter pad to see like if there's an issue, if there's even an issue here at the transporter. Your gut tells you from what Jahan explained to you that this is where the problem would have originated, but you don't. You have to actually like now dig, get your arms dirty here and like see what's going on.
Okay.
See if there's any credibility to your like gut feeling.
Is Eric gonna roll bishop?
I can.
Do I gain any help from my
You're rolling a 9 with 1 dice.
arm?
9 or less.
I will let you choose a singular dice to reroll.
Did you get a 20 again? Is that the same dice?
It is. Did I get another one?
Yes. Put that dice in jail.
What's our momentum at?
We're full. We're at max.
I'll take one.
I heard it though.
6, 19, and 18. 6 is good. So it's only 1 success for me. But you're gonna let me re-roll 1. I'll re-roll a 19.
No.
13.
He is a power.
Big success.
Okay, so as you're analyzing the transporter pad, you can see that the transporter buffer, like the integrity of it, is compromised. That somehow, when the blueberries went through the transporter, something weird happened, and that basically they're like in phase blueberries. Basically, they're like not fully assembled blueberries. So that's what's allowing these dust motes, these little pieces of blueberry like things to come off of them, and they're like in constant state of transport.
It seems like she would be phasing like in and out.
Well, you do have a complication from his computer roll, and so you can see that, Clark, that this is happening. But the complication is
That I can't use the computer to analyze what the problem is.
you basically put together that the computer isn't really able to like assist you in doing this. Like this is going to be a hands-on problem.
So I cannot run computer diagnostics.
Correct. But you can spend 2 momentum and get rid of that.
We're at 4.
We're at 5.
Peek over your shoulder, can I have a hat? I say. Anyways, you ain't
As you see that the computer is glitching, you run a couple subsystems on it. Yeah. And the computer kind of kick back. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so then let me run a full diagnostics on the transporter.
Okay, so that'll be engineering control, difficulty 3,
Is the computer helping?
assisted by.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, but you can be assisted by either. You can be assisted by both or either one of them. Either he can give you engineering presence and or computers engineering.
That'd be a 9 if it's the ship.
Control is bad for me.
I hate control. Wonderful.
That's great.
You want Jahan to step in and
Yeah, I would like some help.
Well, I am right here lingering.
So it would be control engineering for Jahan too, and you would just switch to engineering presence, Clark.
How's your presence?
It's better.
It's literally 17.
Yeah, I would have.
Engineering.
I would have John do it.
Presence is 1 extra. No,
It could matter.
I have a value. I mean, I can fix anything as a value, but I'm not really hands-on. I don't know why I'm talking to myself about it. I'm not really hands-on with it. I'm just using the computer.
You're talking to him, so you're not fixing anything.
No, yeah. So I don't have any. I mean, I keep my composure, but it isn't really like a high stress situation. All right, let's just do it.
You want me to take the lead?
Yeah, you're taking the lead.
All right.
He wants to rattle.
You're rolling a lot there.
Mike, you'll roll a 9 on your dice, Mike.
Okay. No. I got a 12.
2 successes. He didn't get it. He got a no.
I rolled a 2, which is under my engineering. So
Do you
it's
have
2
like
successes.
composure or
Yeah, I have machine operation, energy weapon,
that's fine.
composure,
Okay,
cybernetics.
So we got
So you-
exactly what we need.
Same. I have all the
I
really
think
good.
so. So Jahan runs a full diagnostic thing on the transporter pad, and he sees that basically somehow, like the pad itself isn't a problem. Like this is up to date, it's good. It's just somehow when the blueberries went through, there was some sort of issue, maybe because of the amount of blueberries that were going through. You're not really sure, but basically, you're gonna have to like trace like the contamination throughout the ship wherever she's been.
Well, that's only been the shuttle bay in quarantine.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's phasing.
That's true. So it's going through the walls. So it's not, but it's not that much of the ship still. Not so far.
Can we pinpoint this with our scanners like this?
You can take this information that you have had from the science lab and what you have from the transporter, and you can put those two things together and make like a scan for that specific thing.
So I don't understand if it's specifically the blueberries that are like out of sync or whatever. What can we do to like? I don't understand what we're doing besides something with the blueberries.
So the motes were on the blueberries. She ate them.
Yeah.
And then that had some sort of medical thing happen inside of her. And now she is emitting those motes from her physical body. And those motes have the ability to pass through anything. So where she's been transplanted is now like just spreading from her. She's just like emanating these things.
So she's
Well,
spreading, phasing.
not anymore, right? Because
Should have
we
stopped.
We haven't done that yet.
Oh, we haven't done it yet.
So
Yeah.
then we're under the assumption that the transporter is fine,
The physical transporter is fine.
but something happened to the plants when they were transported.
Basically,
Planet.
somehow the physical action of transporting the blueberries put them in a state of like constant phase.
So we can use our scanners to pinpoint this like weird pattern buffer throughout the ship. See like where stuff is emitting.
Yep.
Like where the
You can take basically the information you got from the science lab and what you physically have here, and you can start to pinpoint like where they are.
How do we get like rid of it from the ship?
So that's going to be a thing where you guys are going to have to like,
The only way to get rid of any of that is the ventilation systems and to pump
Right.
some sort of non-toxic thing to cure this. Because otherwise, how are you supposed to? You can't pinpoint
Yeah,
you're right.
things like that.
it's like space time.
Yeah, they're basically like, to look at it, they're like dust motes that just like they are floating, but they're just like they're able to pass through.
Didn't we go through a similar thing where we were stuck in the time loop
Yes, and like time bubbles were going through, and you couldn't
Yeah,
see them
yeah,
unless you had your hand scanner. Yeah, similar,
Is it similar to that? Like,
similar-ish to that. Yeah, they're not as quite as invisible. They're not invisible. They're just not visible to the naked eye.
all right, well then let's do that. So we can do that. So we can just set our scanners to figure out where these things are.
Yep. So we'll cut to Sova, Anna, and Frank in the decon chamber. Security has brought a medical hypo spray to inject into Radx.
Show.
They inform you that House believes that this will prevent the spread of, like, this will negate her being contagious, but contagious in the sense of, like, she won't emit these things. It'll still be physically contagious.
It's no longer airborne, it's physical touch.
Correct.
So I will hit the hyperspray and give it to Anna.
Okay, we'll start to the lowest to the highest. So, Frank, you get to choose Daring Science or Control Command, difficulty 2.
I think I'll go with Control Command because that's slightly better.
Okay.
I'd like to buy 1 dice just to give my chances a little bit better. Chances aren't horrible, but we'll see. I got 2. I'm glad I bought the dice.
Okay. Now you, Anna, you're going to roll Daring or Science or Control Command, difficulty 4.
What's the point? I can't.
Well, you can take stress. You can roll for that, or you can take.
So I got a 9 and a 13. I need an 11, so I have 1.
You didn't want to buy any dice.
You don't have.
We have 2 momentum.
There's no point. It's not like it's gonna do anything.
Okay, so you want to take 2 stress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're down
We have
to.
more stress in the Vulcan.
6.
She follows her control is her stress track.
I'm trying to think. There's no way I'm getting 5 because I have to roll. I only have 2 momentum, so you have by 1. So I'll roll. Am I allowed? Because I have the same. I mean, unless they changed it.
No, you should have it. Okay.
So yeah, I only got 1 success. So
So you would take 2 stress.
I will take 2.
Okay. So again, a nice big wave of
Awfulness.
mental slippage happens. The 2 of you push it down, but you're getting more uncomfortable. You, Frank, just kind of feel like you're nauseous. You just feel like a wave of nausea. Okay. So now you inject Radx. I'll give you a medicine control difficulty 0 for momentum.
You got 1 success.
Okay, 1 momentum back. So you effectively put this in her body. There's no real way to know if this was effective.
Okay, that's fun.
So in order to track them down, which is what you guys wanted to do, the 2 of you,
Yeah, tracking.
science reason. So if you don't want, I'm just saying to help you, if you don't want to do it, you have his lab. You have his lab people to help you.
Chew and Golu. I suggest taking Chew if you're going to take somebody.
I only have a 12 in that science reason measures. What do you got over there, Andrew?
So if you take Chew for reason science, it's 14.
yeah, let's do that. It's 2 better than us.
And she attempting a task assisted by the ship's sensors or computer.
Yes.
So therefore, she can reroll 1d20.
Okay.
Also, if someone that she's working with fails a test, there's a talent. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh,
If there's a failure, we
that won't
can.
happen.
So she's doing the test.
She's taking point.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
It's probably difficulty 3. As you're scanning the entire, like you're scanning the whole ship, right?
Can we both?
Apparently.
Right. As you're trying to track it.
Yeah. Can we both assist?
One would have to be engineering presence. The other would have to be engineering insight.
Those are both good for me.
What's the ship doing?
It's ship would be sensors science.
I'll do presence.
That's a 10. So does Michael want to roll a 10?
I can attempt to roll a 10.
What did you get?
Delta.
Okay.
I got a 15 exactly. What I needed.
So 6 successes.
Okay.
So 3 momentum.
Very nice.
Get those mats out of here.
So I'll say with all of that success, and to not mess with you guys in any way, you on sensors find every single mote that's on the Drake.
Nice.
You could track it full throughout the whole ship.
Very nice. So what would be fine?
And it's limited to mostly the shuttle bay, the decon chamber, but there is some in the corridor near where like the tray has been going in and out.
So the security officers that they've been exposed, and also Dr. House.
There is none in the med bay. There's no moats in the middle.
Okay, so therefore he wasn't.
Correct.
But there
are some in the corridor, like outside of the decon.
They just kind of flooded out.
It's basically like dust
door, like
particles.
when you slide the
Right.
door open, you get stuff.
And air pressure or movement has happened. Dust, they just move like dust particles, but because they can go through things, they go through things.
Yes, but I'm saying there's security officers in the hallway, aren't there?
Yes,
So they're being exposed currently.
they could be exposed.
Okay.
So it's only the 3 locations.
Yes, basically, yep. So you can either spend 2 momentum or you can roll engineering insight difficulty 2.
We have full momentum, so just do what you. Acting captain, you can decide.
Have it be.
Have it be. All right. So good momentum.
So when you guys are looking at this, you kind of get the idea that if you made an anti-resonance dampening field around those contained rooms, that you could have then effectively destroy the moats. So that would leave any moats in the area flushed and destroyed, and it makes Radx not giving more of them off. But Radx is still, after that, Radx would still be physically contagious.
Just like the blueberries.
Just like the blueberries.
They're still like that.
Correct.
Are those blueberries on the planet side now?
They are.
We have to take our anti.
And so
It's
if we cut
dampening
to Zarin on the planet, he's come back to the blueberry patch. And so it's a little dark now. It's not like fully dark, but the sun is going down. So what Zarin knows is that the Drake had beamed the blueberries into the ground and that Radix and Golu were actively like studying them and making sure that the transport of these plants had been successful. Jahan had put the entire ship on shore leave. They were allowed to go from the Drake to Benicia. You took advantage of that and went to the spa. You've come back from the spa. That's all you know. And you have a Drake communicator on here. with that.
I reach out and contact them.
Okay. So that would go to the bridge, and Rabasso would pick it up because she's at the comms. Rabasso picks up answers your call and basically tells you that the ship's on quarantine and that she's going to get you in touch with the captain for further orders on like what to do. Okay. Because like you're not on the ship basically. So she transfers the call from herself on the bridge to like a wall comm down in the transporter room area because it's not really a room. You're like in a corridor. So now you two are talking to each other.
So how are things?
We had a bit of an emergency. It seems that your shore leave has been extended at the moment.
Step away from the blueberries.
Yeah, I would refrain from indulging any of the fruit down there for now. However, feel free to go and enjoy the city.
I guess I'll get the breakdown at a later time.
Are the blueberries giving off like spore?
I don't know.
We don't have a solution for all the blueberries on the ground, do we?
Not really.
We got.
I can't like give him directives on that.
He also doesn't really have equipment.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll have to catch a place in the city, maybe stay overnight. Book yourself a nice hotel room, and we'll get you some transport to get to the city quicker. And as a appreciation of once again borrowing your vehicle, I would like to lend you one of mine.
Okay.
A few minutes later, an ATV beams down in front of him.
Okay. So there beams in his land.
This little line over for you.
Yeah, with like I think it has like flames on it.
Yeah.
And I think it has like an Endorian skull or like an Endorian head, like as a hood ornament, if I remember correctly.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a while. It also has a sidecar.
Yes. So that's what comes down.
Okay, I gotta try this.
It's got like gold spinning rims on it, and the
It's my own personal
Yeah.
ground vehicle.
big chrome Andorian skull.
Well, that was a long walk, so I guess I will have.
It just cuts to just him. It's a little too fast for what you expected. Like
As a driver, man, we don't beat down people right now, right? We don't do it normally.
I mean, you can.
I just want it to be a random red shirt, and he beams down and beams in he's already in like it's a driver.
Well, Mike can tell us which of the red shirts it is.
We have Arion. Everyone calls him Aaron because they have trouble pronouncing his name right.
Okay, so yeah. So what is
He's an Andorian.
perfect?
I may.
So the Andorian there, Eric, when he beams down, he is physically in the
Does he look
terrain vehicle. That would be for Mike to describe how he feels about what just happened.
He's not thrilled about this.
The problem.
I'm gonna say you can either spend 2 momentum and we'll let it just be, or you can roll a complicated transport task.
No, we should just let it be. I don't wanna make it too foolish.
So what I was gonna say was like all-terrain vehicle beams down, and then moments after this officer beams into the driver's seat. He's already sitting, because you can rematerialize him in a different position.
That's all.
That would be a weirdest feeling if you're standing and all of a sudden you're sitting.
Like a moment, like in a moment. Okay, so your task of creating a ship, or at least a ship-wide or a section-wide anti-resonance dampening field is going to be a control engineering difficulty 3, and you two can work it out however you want to do that.
Yes.
You can get assistance from however you want. I'll give him engineering presence, and I'll give her science insight, and I'll give you computers sensors.
Who's doing that?
That's the ship.
Yeah, who's doing it?
That's a 10.
Either Eric or Mike can do it, since everybody else, or Adrian if you want.
Roll in.
Yeah.
10 or less. 4. Nice.
2 successes.
4.
For me.
So 1, 2. So 4. So 1 momentum back. And yeah, you create this anti-resonance dampening field, and it very quickly gets rid of the motor in that area very swiftly, very easily. There is like 0 issue with it. Okay, so now what do you guys want to do? I'll put it that way. What do you want to do?
Let's do, because the whole ship is clean, right?
Yep, there's
Does
no
it-
more motes on the ship, and she's not emitting motes.
Does the field affect her physically?
It doesn't affect anybody.
So it didn't remove motes from her.
Yeah, right. She's not. There's no motes on her. Any motes that were on the ship are gone.
So even in her body are gone?
No.
too? No, they're still in her body.
Whatever's medically causing her to be physically contagious
Mhm.
is still happening.
Okay.
So Commander John and Clark would probably go to the planet to get rid of the blueberry patch.
Okay. Yep.
Would you try to cure the blueberry patch, or would you burn down the blueberry?
I mean, we're just gonna use can we just use the damping field to just put around them?
You'd have to probably create a generator to make that, because the ship can kind of do certain things. You can erect certain things on the ship.
Maybe we can compromise and we save some of the blueberry bushes. Like, a normal thing that's not going to take us like weeks or days to do, I mean, if you even save 1 blueberry bush, make it, fix all the blueberries, you can make more from that.
Yeah.
It'll take a minute, obviously. But
Didn't we plant blueberry bush seeds on the ship?
No.
To have for
No.
the future?
Golu was going to, and then everyone started dying.
It sounds to me like they're not gonna have blueberries on this planet. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like you said, you can either build something and make a anti-resonance dampening field physically on the planet side, but you have to make like a generator on the planet, and you can do what you did on the ship. You just have to build
And it'd be like a big dome
right
over.
or destroy them in some manner.
we can't just quickly save a few. That's not a thing.
You probably, I mean, you could, yeah, you could. It just depends on what you're going to do with them. That's all.
Quick question. Are they on the blueberries themselves, or are they on the plants as well?
They're on the physical blueberries.
That's a good question, because could we just get rid of the blueberries and the plants will just grow more?
Roll. Choose asking that.
Sure.
Science insight difficulty 1.
Oh, she got a 10 and a 1.
Basically, what you get is that, yes, the blueberries are obviously the source of the issue. And without further study, you're not sure if the plants would produce more of that issue. But it seems unlikely because the plant itself is not having these motes on it.
Okay. So that is an option, just to go through
We'll
and
just have whatever team she was having tend the blueberries, wear proper protection, pick the blueberries, dispose of the blueberries. Then scan the bushes further. They already know what to scan for. Make sure everything's good. If they're not good, bushes gotta go.
and we would like to burn the berries.
Okay. So in order to physically interact with them, you're going to need some sort of something so that the motes on the blueberries don't come off of them.
We just have a big vacuum cleaner. Someone walk around sucking up all the blueberries.
Would that work? No, it's like it's a joke, but honestly, would that work?
What's that?
Someone just instead of a leaf blower, they have like just they turn it on and suck and just.
I mean, yeah, you can fashion a blueberry
Oh, if this is
vacuum.
The containment field.
I mean, you can design a blueberry vacuum.
I still say we try to save a few, like a small amount of bushes. We don't have to make some kind of crazy contraption to save everything.
come from?
She can remake blueberries, just
Okay.
replant them into the, so easy.
So you want to just how many patches is there?
There's 300 bushes.
So how about
It's
we say
one giant patch.
20, like or 10 or 20 of them? 'Cause
Literally any.
you know, so yeah, they're in
One
groups
season,
of like 10,
I
right?
got more and more.
Doesn't, yeah, they're in rows.
Yeah, so we'll say one section of a row, and we'll
Have it be.
Well,
and then
what we talked about is we should take the berries off of one plant, check the plant, and then go from there. Because if the plant is contaminated, then all the plants are contaminated, and all the plants will have to go anyway.
So that's what we'll do. We'll take a small section. Collect the blueberries, scan the plants. If everything works out, we'll leave those plants, burn the rest. If there's something wrong with the plants that we did the blueberries with, then we burn everything. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you send down a team to handle this, a blueberry team.
Blueberry team on it.
So they come down, they assess what's happening, and they take a certain section of the blueberries and save those, right? As it were.
They destroy the berries themselves, but they save the plants.
So what have you done so that they don't get them out?
Can you do a personal dampening
You
field?
can create something that would give them basically handheld generators that would give them
A dampening field.
a dampening field.
So
Would that inoculation that House gave to Radx work?
If you injected them with the thing that the motes could go on their bodies, but they would not emit them. They would just be on their bodies.
that's what I'm thinking. I think the dampening field would be better because also if that dampening field works, secondly, they could go through the whole. They could just keep going and do more.
Yeah, as long as, I mean, is it a realistic time frame to make something like that?
Yeah, it wouldn't take you guys, especially at a handheld, like a personal effect wouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, so they can collect them and then see if the motes are still on them. If they're not, then it's like, oh great, these are now clean blueberries.
I didn't want to put too many resources. Like I said, I didn't want it to be like a week's long.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is what I'll do, because you're basically at the end of this thing, and it's all going to come down to rolls, and that's going to take probably a handful of times. That in the long run, it'll probably be relatively okay. So you can either spend 4 momentum, which will be 2 for medical side, 2 for engineering side, or you can roll a higher difficulty for those 2 different teams.
Hey, we got that momentum. It's burning a hole.
Yeah.
So we'll start with House. House basically comes up with a cure that will alleviate the allergic reaction in physically Radx without damaging her health or doing anything crazy to her.
I figured it out.
The actual physical symbiont was allergic to the blueberry.
You're right. You called it.
And so it itself was releasing
Wow.
like all of the stuff into her body, which was what was making her blue and doing all that stuff. So it wasn't Radx, it was Bina. Bina was the one who was allergic to it.
Got it.
I'll explain it. The engineering crew goes down. They have personal anti-resonance dampening fields, and they're able to collectively, in a short amount of time, they're able to collect. Do you want them to collect all of them by them now having personal things, or would you only like a section? Now that they physically can't be infected, essentially, or
As long as it can be
contaminated.
done within the day.
Okay.
They should start off by doing a couple bushes, just make sure the bushes are fine, and then go through them.
Okay, so they do a very limited amount. They're not noticing anything changing. Scans from the Drake with these specialized sense calibrations can see that they're not getting the motes on them, that the motes are being destroyed, and then they continue through. And we'll say that it carries on through the overnight into the morning, it's nothing crazy. It's now just the next day. And advanced to that morning time, they report that all the blueberries have been pulled from the bushes. There are no blueberries on there. And early preliminary scans show that the physical plant, the blueberry bush, is not likely to cause this issue. It was something with the physical fruit going through the transporter that caused this weird aberration. And it seems like the roots, the soil that was on the blueberry bushes in the transport, the leaves, all of that is not contaminated. And that the physical blueberries are no longer contaminated because the anti-resonance field has destroyed the modes. So now they have thousands and thousands of blueberries.
The harvest is saved.
So that's that. Okay. Here's where we'll end the episode. Who would like, all of you are fine now. Okay. Stress free. You're all back to normal. You're out of decon chamber, right? Nothing's happening. I will explain that once we're done.
Jelly.
Way more jelly.
So we're all down there in the fields, right? Like the engineering team.
Everybody, right?
So morning comes.
I woke up at the hotel I came back to.
Right, morning comes. The driver drives him back, and he's been apprised of any of the situation.
I would say as he's coming to it, you would probably tell him to come back.
But does he know about everything that's happened? Probably.
I would say at the hotel, you would have told him what was going on.
He was briefed by the. So as he comes back, we're all out there. I have a handful of blueberries. I go, breakfast.
House looks in the cabinet. Jelly.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty full.
Yeah.
There's a couple like empty.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, gotta give them.
The second it goes down.
Yeah.
He has a secret obsession with
He's like a
it.
real OCD about it. They're being like full cans.
Well, if you ever get back to Starbase 2.
I can't. We're outlaws.
So you house, you're in the med bay, and that's a real stressful thing, seeing all those low jelly containers in the cabinet. So you decide I'm gonna take a shower in the med bay.
Yeah, I would.
Who does anybody here feel like they would go into the med bay?
I'm gonna go to the med bay because I am a nurse and I enjoy the med bay.
Okay, so you come into the med bay and you hear the shower running.
Okay.
Water
I would
cold.
like to go into my desk area and start typing up what had happened.
Okay, so you're preparing like a medical log.
Correct.
So let's have you roll medicine insight difficulty 1.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
Is that?
Yep. So the shower has been running for like 30 plus minutes now.
Oh boy.
So now so my point of view rolling is that's now like you've taken note of that.
I would say.
And you don't hear singing.
I would say Dr. House.
There's no response.
I would try to see what was going on in there. People passed out. Yeah. Are you passed out and there's something? Are you drowning?
So you come to like the doorway
Yeah.
of the shower room. Because it's just not like it's just a bathroom kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's not like his quarters.
Yeah.
And the shower is just fully running.
Yeah, so I look and I see if they're okay.
So you round the corner and you see like smushed up and like weirdly folded in the shower is Dr. House.
What do you mean by weirdly folded?
Like you're basically like
crumpled into the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
So I check his pulse.
Yep.
He's got one.
He's got a pulse.
I would
Work.
on his shoulders.
So just
Dr. House.
so roll another medical fitness. 0.
Oh. 1 success.
Nothing.
I
You go get a bucket and fill it with cold water.
You slap him.
slap his face.
Nothing happens. His head moves, but nothing happens.
Okay, I do this thing.
He groans, but nothing happens.
He groans. Yeah. So I turn the water off. Let the water off.
Turn the water off.
Okay. Was it scalding hot, cold, freezing?
It's a sonic shower, so it's warm water.
So he's breathing, he's conscious, he's just not.
He is not responding to you whatsoever.
So I would give him, he's naked or clothed?
Fully naked.
Okay. Gross. I would give him a hypo spray to stimulate him.
Okay.
Wake him up.
So you go out, back
Oh,
out.
wait, sorry. Can I scan him to see if he's intoxicated?
Assumption.
So you do a hand scanner thing on him.
Mild drunk.
His medical stats on the hand scanner totally fine.
He's totally fine.
On the hand scanner, there's not a
His blood
single.
alcohol level is fine.
Totally.
It's like there's like it's like
That's the
0.0. It's
Okay.
Somebody just had a drink stat.
it's like
Okay.
0.01, but
Okay, so I then give him a stim.
nothing happens.
What?
So as you're going, like as your eyebrow raises and you say, fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm treating.
House awakens in a bed and he hears a shower running, and that's where we end.
Nice.
Okay, fascinating.
So that ends Fruits of Labor.
Wow.
Next time we get together as a big gang to play it, the captain and commander may return, and that mission for the entire Drake crew is entitled The Price of Honor. But the next time we'll catch up with Dr. House will be in the episode This Old House.
Oh, fantastic! He loves that show. Will, that's such good writing.
Well, Bob, I'm over here on the bed.
And
That show.
The Price of Honor will
We
be
got some serious UP.
season 2 finale.
Wow.
So we have that to look forward to. And we're back, baby, for bi-weekly sessions. So until next time.
Winter is coming. Yay!
Yay!
Yep.
Tomorrow starts with us today. Fly with the Drake, strong and true. Side by side we'll break on through. Bold and brave we light the way. Tomorrow starts with us today. Bold and brave we light the way. Tomorrow starts with us today.